Hey guys. So as you guys can see, I got a green screen, a real one. So no more glitching, no more giving everyone a stroke. So I do have to give a big shout out to Angelo, who's worked on it really, really hard last night to get everything perfect. He did an amazing job. So big shout out to Angelo. Lots more is coming. I have huge news for you guys next week. It'll be on Tuesday, and I'm gonna premiere Tuesday night, and I'm so excited about it. Lastly, tonight is I am like so proud to do this tonight, and I have to thank a woman that we will call Tina, and we'll leave it at that. So, without further ado, let's get started. I do have to warn you guys, this presentation might make you puke in your mouth, like for real. So these are real emails from Ken Kratz and a woman he met on a dating site in 2012. But the best part is, because she's so awesome, and I love you, Tina, for these. Some of this was yesterday, and at the end, I'll just say to Leah, you know what? Don't say I didn't warn you. Um, but these are fucking awesome. All right, if you hate Ken Kratz as much as I do, then you're gonna love these. So let's go with the first one. Ken Kratz, real emails from a narcissist sex addict. Oh, by the way, someone I just read on Twitter that he just said that he never talks about sex and he's a changed man from what he was in 2010 when the sexing scandal went down. So let's see how much Mr. Kratz has changed. Now, Ken, I can be blackmailed. If you're willing to do an interview with me, I'll erase these from YouTube. Not. So this goes back to April. They are wacky. They're like upside down, so that's why I'm gonna read them. Fluff and Nut is bothering me, of course. So that's why I'm gonna read them because they're kind of wacky. But since I read them and I know how they go, almost broke his paw. I'm going to read them, and everyone say hi. Fluff and Nut of Butter is probably gonna fade out. Say hi, everyone. Okay. So, oh, that just messed up. Let me fix that. All right. So she writes, "Hi Ken, are you having a bad day? A better day today. I will be working on some computer today, and then I'm hoping to go outside and do some yard work." She's really, really nice girl. And you'll see all that. I have a date tomorrow. I'm excited about it. I've been talking to him for about a month now. He's going to the Appleton area. I hope you're having a better day and I hope you're feeling better. And I did not meet him off POF. I met him on Tagged. Not that she owed him an explanation or anything, but she decided to. So she wrote, "This is me." I guess she sent him a picture. And he was feeling bad that day. So he writes, "Just feeling sorry for myself. It's not your fault." And she wrote, "I'm sorry. I had to remember in some way, nothing against you. I will delete it again. I'm sorry." Um, I skipped over it because he had wrote, "Do you really have me listed in your contacts as Ken Kratz XDA? I'm not sure any of this makes me feel better. Perhaps we're not meant to be friends." That would have been my first sign if you're a dick. So then that's when she wrote, "Hey Ken, are you having a better day? Blah blah blah." And just feeling sorry for myself. This is 2 years after the sexting scandal. 2 years. So Mr. Ken writes, "I mean, are you interested? I'm sorry, I did this wrong." She said, um, that's 437. Yeah, he said, "So tell me what you need. I mean, are you interested in fucking me or having me lick you? Or give you back rubs or soft kisses or to talk on the couch for hours? You know your needs." Because Mr. Narcissist really gives a shit about someone else's needs. Not. So she being the really nice person that I am, no, not at all. So then he writes, I'm sorry, she wrote, "Just the way you were talking, actually, if you're willing to give up control, or we will we will get along just fine. So are you still crabby about the sex thing?" And that I'll get into after because he's bitter because she won't put into his sexual advances. I mean, like she never even met him. So, normal person that she is, let's just be friends for now, okay? After yesterday's date, I am like you, not sure right now if I want to date. I will have to see about Tuesday because I have a physical therapy for my neck, and usually after that, I'm done for the day. Is your mom in a home, or does she live alone, or you and your siblings take care of her? Dementia can drive you batty after a while. For the person taking care of her, I worked in a nursing home for several years. I cooked in them. I was around those type of people all the time. It's very sad. We can always talk on the phone tomorrow night if you'd like. Let me just state, Ken, my father died of Alzheimer's, so we have a bond. You should come on the show with me because we and you have a bond. We could talk about dementia and how horrendous it is. Okay. So, skipping over. I did skip a couple days 'cause some of it was like just boring bullshit. I just wanted to sensationalize his nightmare. So he writes, I'm sorry, she writes, do you really feel like you're walking on eggshells with me? Because she's upset. So he writes, yes, I've been criticized for my questions regarding sexual compatibility for the last several days. I'm just fine with a woman saying no, thank you, but there's always a layer of I shouldn't even be talking about it. You know what I like. I know you could provide it. You choose not to. That's fine, and I respect that, but let's not pretend then that we're the same. Narcissist, narcissist, narcissist. All I hear is me, 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 me. It is so sickening. So this is the victim for you guys who don't know. This is the victim that came to him. This is what she looked like when she went to him for help. And she was the main reason he got busted for the sexting scandal. And it's funny though, because when I was reading this, I can so picture him saying this. Like I could just see it coming out of him. He is vile, totally vile. Um, so she writes like, Ken, why are you rushing things? Like, why do you have to talk about sex all the time? So he writes, I'm not rushing things. Thanks for sharing. We need to meet and then we'll know. Now, mind you, she has never met him. He talks about relationship. I don't even want to go too far ahead. So I think this is how they met. She never really said which dating site they met on, but this was his OK Cupid. Do you notice the prize? He is so pathetic. So this starts to get good too. Fluffing us being a butt. Um, so she writes, yeah, sounds fair. Just be nice. You're the biggest horn dog that I've ever met in my entire life. So he writes, sounds kind of judgmental. How about putting a positive spin on it that you can't wait until our relationship becomes sexual because you hope to spoil me? Doesn't that sound better? Ken, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why is Leah with you? That's all I want to know. You're fat, you're ugly, you're broke, and you're a liar, and you're a narcissist. Leah, get away now, run. I just can't even believe I'm reading this going, it's about the woman, asshole. It's not about you. So later on, she says he had sent her a bunch of pictures or whatever. So she had says, I've seen most of them already. You're a very handsome man, and which bleh, this is where I puked in my mouth. Perhaps so he says instead of saying you're a beautiful woman, something he goes, perhaps you would like to kiss me this weekend. At least I didn't ask you to fuck me. LOL. Ken, didn't you just say how after the sexing scandal, say bye, Winsty, bye. After the sexing scandal, you didn't talk about sex or anything. Maury Povich said that is a lie. So she said, very normal people, tell me your dreams. I love hearing about people's dreams. All I keep hearing from Tina is a wonderful human being. She just wants to get to know somebody. That's awesome. I mean, that's what you do when you meet someone. You want to get to know them. I don't hear anything out of him. Nothing. And again, this is 2 years after the sex scandal. So he says, what are we doing this weekend? Want to invite me over for a movie or a picnic or a walk by the lake? Facepalm. Ken, how about let me take you out? Let's go out somewhere. No, not Ken Kratz. This is the best. Well, not the best. The last one is the best because it was from yesterday, but this is almost just as good. So she says, yes, I do have a few, but I'm going to bed as of now. Good night, Ken. Sweet dreams. So Ken says, take care. Oh, Ken says, take care of Ken, then sleep. Much to learn. Wow. I'm speechless when I heard that. So then she had said, "What is a potty break for you at 3:07 a.m.?" I was working on my website, trying to piece it together and get things on the ball here. Tina, I know it was 2012. Your website's probably done, but I used to do web design. If you need any help or you need any updates or anything for these emails, I will gladly do it for you at no cost. Just tell me what you need. If you still need anything, I am at your honor. So then he writes, "Yes, it was potty break for me. If you were here in bed with me, you would have known that. Then again, you'd be complaining that it's too early for us to be snuggling in the same bed. Can't win. Why have I gotten no pics from you?" So let's rephrase that. At this point, he has not gotten a pic from her, but he's talked about relationships, sex, snuggling. What if she's like 500 pounds with green hair and tattoos all over her face? Hello? So then he goes, "I realize you have no naked ones, but you have to have some pretty pics you can send. Okay, now that my break is over, I'm back to dreaming about you. Wow, you're such a charmer." So then he writes, she says, "I was thinking about more like Saturday." I'm sorry. She wrote, "Thank you, sweetie. So does dinner work tomorrow?" So she said, "LOL." And then she said, "Just let me," oh, I'm sorry. He said, "Just let me know, am I staying overnight?" She says, "No, I was thinking more like Saturday." And then she says, no. Of course you're not sleeping overnight, you fucking freak. Like, why would you even ask? So then she says, "I told you I don't jump into bed with just anyone." So he writes, "I'm not just anyone. We don't have to fuck. Snuggling and making out is nice, but like I've said, that's all up to you. I just want to communicate." Facepalm number two. So then she writes, I'm sorry. She says, "I'm gun shy, Ken, all in time," which is a normal woman response. That's a real woman response. He says, "No problem, just keep talking. That's the only way that your past shit will not repeat itself." What? So then she's like, "I'm not worried about my past, are you?" She doesn't seem like she has a past to me. "I don't know about your past experience, about your past. You said you were gun shy. That is a direct cause from some past unpleasant experiences. If you had all great experiences, you would have invited me for a sleepover. Duh." What? Ken, you're not even a charmer. That's the problem. This is not even charming. You are pathetic. But I have to thank Tina for these beautiful emails. And thank God she saw the light and she's not Leah, because I'd be pouncing on her. Um, so just to show you the difference of someone that's really sweet and someone that's going to make you puke. So she writes, "I guess so. The way I was raised is that you never bring a man back to your home unless you have known him for a long time. Seeing we really do not know each other, that isn't going to happen for safety reasons. Not saying you'll do anything, I'm just protecting me." Well, after what he did to Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, I wouldn't trust him in my house. So he said, "I told you I respected your boundaries. We agreed not to judge each other's sexual preferences or comfort levels. I'm not judging you, but if I'm attracted to you, I'm not wanting to go home. I'm 51. I'm not going to think any differently if I go home and we snuggle, we have oral sex, we fuck, or we have marathon sex session. I will respect you exactly the same." All right, vomit now before I go on. So then he writes, "Please promise you will talk about this topic, meaning sex, even if you feel awkward. The only way we screw this up is to think that we know what the other is thinking are wrong and have resentments. It's only a first date." I mean, all of this, if you look at the dates, this started on April 12th. This went all the way up to April 19th. And they still haven't had a first date, but yet he can't stop talking about let's fuck, let's have sex, blow me, and everything else. Not once have I heard him talk about her, um, or what he's going to do for her, or how he's going to love her. It's sickening. It's only a first date, so what kind of place did you want me to take you to? How about be a fucking man and pick it? Why don't you know what time I need to pick you up? I need an address too. This gets good. Yep. She said, I thought we can meet another at the place where we are going to eat. I've never been asked to promise anyone on the first date to talk about this subject. Good for you, Tina. I am uncomfortable by talking about it too soon. I feel awkward and odd. Why is it so important to you that we discuss it so soon when we have never talked on the phone? Or that's right, they never even talked on the phone. Nor have we seen each other. Why are you so pushy? I don't give out my address till the fifth or sixth date. Sorry. This piece of shit writes back, I'm sorry you feel awkward or backed into a corner. I am also sorry that you felt it necessary to object to talking about the topic too soon in the relationship. What relationship? You never even met. However, you characterize your complaints, they feel judgmental. Of course they do, Ken, because narcissists take everything personal. We have a fatal gap in our comfort level. I find it unreasonable to wait 5 or 6 dates to know where you live. Guess what? Tough shit. I don't know your last name, where you work, if you have a criminal record or any personal info. Aren't you the big shot lawyer, the big prize? You, on the other hand, know everything about me. Yeah, and more. Till she met me, and now she knows everything about you. But you still have no trust. Hence the fatal differences. You seem really nice, but I don't do well with such a difference in our willingness to be open and transparent. I'm an open book. I require the same. There are lots of guys willing to tell you nothing until date 6. Find one of them. Now, I've read all of these. Some of them like were bullshit. He's an open book. He never once asked about her. Never once did he say anything about her. He is disgusting. So, moving on. This was yesterday. And honestly, they are priceless. So, he didn't remember who she was, so she sent him this. Um, from their date of when they go out, he said, whoops. He said, keep sending me stuff. She sent him a picture. So he writes, keep sending me stuff, pics of stories and daydreams. What time Saturday? She said, not sure. We'll let you know. That was the last they talked. I do not blame her. Tina, you were totally in your right. You could be Leah right now. So it's a good thing you stopped talking to him. So yesterday, now she knows Making a Murderer came out. She knows what garbage he is. She knows how disgusting he is. So she decided, you know what? Let me still give him a chance. He was never like didn't try to stalk me or anything like Len Kaczynski does to his women. So let me just say hi to him, see what he's up to. So, and this is by far the best I've ever seen. Next page. So she says, oh, I'm sorry. He said, so you were saying we ended around 4:20, which is 4:19. That's an interesting time, as I remember. You said we hit it off. Did something happen that we stopped talking? Because he has so many women, he forgot her. You you wanted this girl to talk to you about sex and everything else, and 3 years later you can't even remember who she is? Okay, Ken. She said we did hit it off, but I'm not sure why it ended. I think something was going on with your mom. I can't remember. Were you cleaning out her house or something at that time? All he writes is, well, at least we figured out who we are. Thanks for reaching out and saying hi. Okay? This is the best. Wait for it. Wait for it. Poor Leah. Leah, I so warned you. So she says, I hope you're doing well. I saw that you had written a book about the Avery case. Congrats on that. You wouldn't happen to have a spare, would you? I haven't been keeping up on it, but would love to read your book. Yes, I wrote a book. No, they don't provide me free copies. But should you run to Barnes and Nobles and buy one, you could buy me a drink and I'd sign it for you. Oh my God. One, that's a blatant lie right there. Because of course you get fucking free books. What? But knowing Ken, he probably made his own wife pay for it. Never once mentioned he's married. But this would take one tiny step, for her to say, okay, I'll buy you a drink at Barnes and Noble. I would guarantee you any amount of money she could get him in bed in 5 minutes. Granted, she wouldn't want him to. But maybe that's what Leah needs. Maybe Leah needs a dose of reality. So if you're watching, Leah, guess what? This is your husband. These are verified, these are real, these are not fake. And you know your husband. I'm sure he pulled this same shit with you. So I'm sorry, Leah, that you didn't want to listen, but your husband is a joke. Ken, you are absolutely disgusting. So that was what I had for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know you enjoyed my smile doing it because I love to see shit like this. I cannot thank Tina enough for this. This was absolutely awesome. I have big surprise for you guys on Tuesday night. Big surprise. You guys are gonna love it. I hope you love my green screen. I'll do a different background and I'm not glitching or nothing, so I'm really excited about it. We notched up a level. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if it's Team Manitowoc. I don't know who out there, if everybody out there, but my subscribers just boom escalated. I got 100,000 views. I went to over 1.1 million like overnight. I mean, not overnight, but I said I hit 1,040 on Friday. I'm now almost like 1.12 or something. Subscribers have gone through the roof, so I don't know who fell in love with me or who's passing around my videos, but thank you so much. Someone said I was on Reddit or something, so I'm just gonna keep getting better and better. I want to thank you guys so much, and there you go. So don't forget, check out my other videos when I had like really stupid hair. I can't believe it's only like 3 years ago, but check out my other videos. And tomorrow night, okay, before I go, tomorrow night, I trying to put together this panel. One of my, I'm assumed subscribers who's a guilter agreed to do it. I can't get anyone from Facebook, any guilter. So they all talk and talk and talk and talk, but none of them will come up front. And I'm dumbfounded. But you guys know who you are. There's still an open spot for guilters. If this other guilter shows up, I need one more guilter. And again, it's not going to be a fight. We're going to do this totally professional. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And I hope you guys enjoy my Ken Kratz presentation. And again, thank you, Tina, so much. And guys, don't forget to hit subscribe. And I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Peace out.